Welcome back, Hordlings, to more Ripper. We need the deck. Get on the deck. Chicken balls! Giant snowflakes and lightning storms.
Off me. It's on your girlfriend. There's definitely something. Shoot that guy, Squinlin!
I'm trying, this is fucking hard, man.
Keep looking for that ice, Quinlan. I'm busy.
Now they're just fucking flying by it like
Keep that ice off me. It's on your girlfriend. There's definitely something there. Shoot that guy, Squinlin! Keep looking for that ice, Quinlan. I'm busy.
It's fucking ridiculous. Off me. It's on your girlfriend. There's definitely something there. Shoot that guy, Squinlin! I'm really not in the mood for this shit.
Keep looking for that ice, Quinlan. I'm busy. Keep that ice off me. It's on your girlfriend. There's definitely something there. Shoot that guy, Squinlin! Keep looking for that ice, Quinlan. I'm busy.
Alright, fuck this. Skip it. Fucking gay shit on that. That is the worst fucking goddamn piece of shit I've ever seen.
Now here's what you gotta do. Burton and Cable have been feeding her as much of her personal background as I can. You need to bring her up to speed on what she knew when she was attacked. Use the information about the Ripper you think she may have known. That'll help her rebuild her memory. Right now, she's not even verbal. The more information she gets from you and Burton, the more she'll remember, the more she'll be able to tell us.
She looks so real.
That's because everything you're seeing right now is streaming directly from her brain, unmediated by any software. That's her as her own mind's eye conceives herself. Be prepared. When you get close to her, you're gonna change. You'll look just as real.
Don't think we can do anything now with her anyways. Let's head back down to the morgue. I see dead people. That's because you're in a morgue, dipshit. Oh. Fuck my life. You bumbling retard.
Excuse me.
Hey! What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. This place is off limits to unauthorized personnel.
I'm Jake Quinlan from the Virtual Herald. Who are you?
I'm Bob Epples, the new pathologist, and I'm not to speak with you, Mr. Quinlan.
Well, what are you talking about? Where's Farley?
Mr. Farley is no longer employed here. He was let go.
He was fired. Why was Farley fired?
I didn't ask, but I got the feeling that Mr. Farley liked to talk a little too much, and I don't plan on making the same mistake, so please leave, Mr. Quinlan, before someone sees me talking with you.
Where is Farley?
I have no idea where Mr. Farley is, but from what I've heard about him, I suggest you look for him in a restaurant, one that specializes in fatty cuisine. Do-do-do.
Time to head back to the police station.
What do you got? A cot in the back there, Quinlan? Here's my stuff. I'm going into interrogation, Brannon. You know, little police work. How's the coffee, Sarge?
Nice and hot.
Guys got balls so big they collect the gum on the floor. They do, they drag. Soho Precinct, Sergeant Brannon speaking. What's your problem? Chekhov, I'm talking to you. Right. Don't call there anymore.
Any new developments, Lou?
Sure, but nothing's getting us closer to the Ripper.
Like what?
Like earlier today, Magnata pulled 2 cops who have been on the Ripper case since the beginning, replaced them with new guys. Now that's bound to set the investigation back.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's what I say. I know. Tell me about it.
Guess he didn't care I took Magnetic's car right there.
What's the buzz in the precinct on Falconetti?
Word is that outlaw's mixed up in this somehow. Magnata's pulled the hard copies on all of Falconetti's records, and he's had passwords put on computer files. There must be something there he's looking for.
Or maybe something he's trying to hide. Lou, what do you know about the Hamilton Wofford murder?
I haven't followed the case. I don't know much about the guy except that he did some work for the precinct some years ago.
What kind of work?
Magnata hired him, 5-6 years back to build a virtual target range for the cadet cyberspace training.
So Magnata knew him?
Yeah, that's probably why he took the case on, even though he's got his hands full with the Ripper.
I'm not a fucking dealer, man. Those were legal dosages for my personal use. I'm holding down like 4 jobs at once, man. I need the fucking mental clarity, okay?
See how much clarity you have when I'm done with you. Those senior citizens you sold that Lucidville B to had severe arterial hypertension. 5 of them popped blood vessels in their heads. Now talk, fuckhead. What are you looking at?
Motherfucker's got X-ray vision.
Files are locked. Looks like I need some kind of ID card to open them.
No shit.
Vince Magnotta's personnel file. Could make for interesting reading. Vince Magnotta's personnel file. Could make for interesting reading.
Fuckhead. I'm trying to scan that shit.
Vince Magnotta's personnel file.
Yeah,
Could
yeah,
make for
yeah, we
interesting
know.
reading.
Okay, I guess I can't do shit to it.
Salisbury. I wonder what that means. Vince Magnotta's personnel file. Could make for interesting reading.
Password is right here, Scorpio. It does change based on difficulty. Can the killer really be a modern-day Jack the Ripper? Like his namesake, he eviscerates and brags about it in crazed letters to public? Like his namesake, he holds a city in terror. The police are helpless to stop him. He strikes without warning and vanishes without a trace. I suspect the Ripper is one of three people. Vincent Magnotta, the lead detective in the case, Claire Burton, the Metacog cyber surgeon, or Joey Falconetti, a legendary deck cowboy with a criminal past. I must investigate these three, learn anything I can about them. While in Burton's office, I noticed an old college text called Advanced Notional Mapping. There's an inscription inside. It's a slim chance, but it could be a lead. Soap delivered as promised. I can learn even more about Magnotta, Burton, and Falconetti if I dare. I've taken measures to hide what Soap delivered. Using the book The Women of Whitechapel and Jack the Ripper seems appropriate. If everything works out, I'll be rich over this. At first, I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. I lived in a ratty triplex for a half a dozen years. That will never happen to me a second time. Okay. guess that's not going to decipher. I don't want to quit the game, you nimble dick. Let's head back to Catherine's apartment here. Women in Whitechapel. Holy shit! Holy shit! So this puzzle here is pretty devious. I had to actually research this a little bit. And basically what you got to do is, in the manuscript we just read in her decipherable information, she says that at first she doesn't have two nickels to rub together. She lived in a ratty triplex for half a dozen years, and that'll never happen to her a second time. So if you kind of look and think about that sentence, it's got a lot of number cases in it. It's got a lot of number references. So at first would be a number 1. Two nickels would be 5. A ratty triplex would be 3. Half a dozen years would be 6. And that'll never happen to her a second time would be 2. So 1, 5, 5, 3, 6, 2. And that's just numbered 1 through 6 clockwise around that dial. That's a tricky ass puzzle. In fact, this whole game is pretty tricky. You have to really look at and study the pieces of information that they give you, and kind of stare at it for a while until something pops out. Much more difficult than Tex Murphy, that's for sure. Alright, well, let's try popping the CD in here.
Catherine never was any good with numbers.
46 to the second power divided by 7, whatever I and V equals 5. Alright, so we need to head back to the newsroom. And remember that calculator we saw earlier on Catherine's desk? Well, we got to punch that shit in. times I guess it helps when you turn it on. Oops. 46 times... What the fuck? Where the fuck is the clear button, man? Times 2. That's square root there. I knew I should have took more math classes. Alright, let's see. 46. Two divided by inverse. Inverse equals 5. Inverse 5 equals 46. I don't fucking know. All right, I figured it out. Took me a second. With the equation, it's basically 46. Then you take the inverse, or excuse me, square it. You never hit 2. Then you do divided by 7. Inverse of 5. Oh, wait. 46, 2. Son of a fucking bitch, I just did this. I fucking hate math! There we go.
Pretty clever. A neat little place to store surveillance.
Pretty clever, more like pretty fucking annoying. Give me this shit. Couple bugs. Alright, folks. I need a beer after that shit. I'll see you next video.